And just a couple questions to wrap up. If we could talk a bit about Cairo Time and Trailer Park Boys and films that are coming out now, because we'll be able to go back and look later. What are your hopes for them? What do you see as being the responses from the audience?
Well, as we're speaking now, it's just after the Toronto Film Festival in 2009. Telefilm was involved in 21 films that had the pleasure of being exhibited at TIFF in 2009. And we're really proud of all of them. They performed spectacularly well. There were a couple particularly happy things that happened. One was that an Ontario regional film called Defendor, directed by a first-time filmmaker, Peter Stebbings, was sold to Sony for worldwide. That was a terrific piece of news. Another film called Suck by a young filmmaker named Rob Stefaniak from Toronto sold to Universal for selected foreign territories. And we're waiting to hear, as we speak, what's going to happen to that film in the US. So we're very proud of that. We have on screen right now Trailer Park Boys 2, the sequel, which opened very strong last weekend at $1.4 million. We're very proud of that. And we have Cairo Time about to open, which is a film primarily intended, I would say, for a more mature audience. So it's a more mature female audience as opposed to Trailer Park Boys 2, directed at a younger male audience. So definitely we're interested in films for everybody, but not every single film can appeal to the entire demographic. It's very crucial that when filmmakers come to Telefilm, they are prepared to enter into a discussion with us about who they see as their primary audience for that film. And when you're prepared to do that, your product actually tends to come out better. So a Trailer Park Boys movie, for example, that is somehow intended for women over 50, I think would be problematic. And if you were to try to do that, you'd have a huge problem. Similarly, a movie like Cairo Time, which is about a mature woman who has a romance in Cairo with an Egyptian man who she meets there, that is not a film intended for the whole family. So it's really important to have an idea of who your audience is.
Final question. What drives you personally to work in the Canadian film industry?
Well, what drives me to work in the Canadian film industry is the sense of discovery, quite frankly. I love being in the audience, even if I had no involvement in a film. I love being in the audience to discover new talent, whether it's on screen or behind the camera, and that really drives me. It's a terrific privilege then to be able to have a job like this where I can actively assist people and give them a leg up in their careers. So I'm assisting not only the people who I'm directly meeting with, who are primarily the producers, the directors, and the writers, but by extension, the whole crew, the cast. I'm meeting with financiers from all around the world. I'm assisting filmmakers in whatever way I can to help them put together their projects and give them advice and assistance. And it's a fantastic feeling when I finally see a film on screen that only, let's say, 1 year ago was only words on a page. And here it is in front of an audience. People are laughing or they're crying, but they're responding, and I absolutely love it.